I'm pretty sure this is where it happened. He was small. It was dark. By the time they saw him, there was probably nothing they could do. I was driving home one weekend night after visiting family and friends out of town. It was much later than I'd planned on staying out. As I came to the end of the exit, I saw a small injured animal limping back towards the freeway. It was so sudden, there was no time to stop or turn around. And as I continued driving home, all I could think about was an incident that's been weighing on me for years. It was right here, July 2006. It was about 110 degrees that day, one of the hottest days I can remember. I lived just down the street and I was driving by when I noticed a small chihuahua lying in the shaded sidewalk right here. I could tell he'd been hit, but that he couldn't get up. But when I passed by, his head raised, so I knew he was alive. I wanted to come back and help, but I couldn't take whatever pain he was in, and with all this traffic going by, I knew that someone would stop. Well, the next day I came by and the chihuahua was still there. He was dead. I couldn't believe someone had not stopped. And then I thought, I'm that someone. With all of the past swirling through my head, I knew I had to do something. I knew I couldn't leave another animal out there to suffer. So as soon as I got home, I grabbed a box and a towel and quickly headed back out. I really wasn't sure where I was going to start. All I knew was the animal was limping back toward the freeway. I was praying that he hadn't wandered into traffic. When I backtracked to where he could possibly be, I started looking, but it was dark, and if he wasn't just off the shoulder, it was going to be impossible to see. After not seeing anything, I found a safe place on the shoulder and pulled over. It was hot and humid, even for nighttime. Being a weekend night, I was worried about drunk drivers. When I got out, I scanned the area. Didn't see anything. Then my hunch took me in this direction. When I got to this ditch, I didn't see anything at first. Then I saw something move at the bottom, followed by a sharp bark. I'd found the dog. My guess is he stumbled down this steep grade. As I got closer, I could tell he was bleeding a lot from his head and clearly had a broken front leg. I knew I was going to need help, so I called animal control. Dispatch said that they were on call and it was going to be a while, but that they would show up. So here I am on the side of a freeway with a dying dog at 2 a.m. trying to comfort the dog as much as possible. Seemed like forever down here. Then after about 40 minutes, Callan, an animal control officer, showed up along with CHP. After one failed attempt to get the dog into the truck, she just picked up the crying dog with her hands and with 3 or 4 large steps climbed out of this ditch and put the dog into the truck. He was in. She allowed me to say goodbye. I told the dog the hard part was over. Now just keep on fighting and I'll keep on praying. Then she shut the door, thanked me, and quickly drove off. And as the headlights disappeared, I remembered thinking, at least this dog won't die here alone or in the blistering heat in the next day. And maybe, just maybe, he'll survive. Well, 36 hours later, I was on the shelter website. There he was. He was alive. 2 days after that, I went to see him. He was in the shelter medical wing, but I talked my way back to take a few pics and check on his status. He was scared and stitched, but doing much better. About a week later, I found out his leg couldn't be saved, but all other injuries would heal in time. After not being claimed, he went to an incredible foster home to complete rehab before going out for adoption. That's when I shared my story with foster mom Charlene and started hinting that I wanted to get in line for adoption. We visited a few times, then 10 weeks after his accident, I adopted Truxel. I am so thankful to everyone who helped save Truxel. They not only healed Truxel, but they healed me. Truxel has an amazing personality. He's very social. On our walks, you can hear neighbors calling out to greet Truxel on a regular basis. Then there's his neighborhood animal friends like Popeye, Oreo, Mike, and of course his special kitty girlfriend Stella, who joins us regularly on our walks. I'm so glad we were all able to save Truxel's life. If you see an injured animal, make a call or stop. Do something. And if you're in a situation where you can donate time or money to the Front Street Animal Shelter or any shelter, please do. You can save a life like Truxel's. At the very least, share this story. It might inspire someone to do more the next time they see an injured animal. I'm not sure what life would be like without Truxel. He is the best part of every day. But most of all, he is our best friend.